Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and today I'm going to show you guys how to make cocoa peppermint chapstick with peppermint essential oils. So what you guys will need is some coconut oil, some beeswax. I like to get the pellet kind just because it melts easier. You can use the blocks of beeswax, you just have to grate it ahead of time. Some unsweetened cocoa powder, your peppermint essential oils, a container to put your chapstick in. You can either use this kind that you would take out with your finger or the chapstick tube that you roll up. For the recipe I'm giving you guys, it's a little bit more firm, for more like the chapstick tube that you roll up. If you want to make it a little bit more goopy, just add more coconut oil. And then you need something to pour your mixture after it's melted into your containers. I just use a syringe that you can get from a pharmacy, or a kid's Tylenol bottle. You could also use a spoon. This is just a little bit easier to pour it into. And then you either need a double boiler, if you don't have one like I don't, you just need a pot with about 1 to 2 inches of water and a bowl, and you just want to get the water boiling ahead of time. So just take your bowl, I've already measured it out, and for this we put 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and a tablespoon of the beeswax. And then you want something that you can stir, that you don't care if it gets covered in this goop. So I use just a little skewer. You can use they sell wooden shish kebab skewers, or if you don't care about a spoon getting covered in it, that's fine. So you just take it over here, put it over, and just wait for it to melt. It takes a little bit, so you just want to mix it around and help it mix evenly and make sure all the little pellets get melted. Okay, so just mix it around, make sure all of the beeswax and coconut oil melts. So this is a base for a chapstick that you can put whatever kind of essential oils you like. We're doing a cocoa peppermint one for the holidays, but you can put whatever you want in. You can make lavender chapstick, orange chapstick, just kind of whatever you want. This base works for anything. So it's almost ready. You want to make sure this doesn't start boiling. So right when it's all melted and not boiling, make sure you don't burn yourself like I almost did. Put this down on a hot pad. It'll probably be pretty hot. And then now we're going to add our cocoa powder and our peppermint oil, and you always want to make sure you add your oils after you heat up your base, because when you heat up essential oils, the molecular structure of them changes and they can lose their therapeutic value. So always add this after you heat up your other stuff. So put this cocoa powder in. And then for this, we're going to do 10 drops of peppermint. It's kind of a middle of the road for how strong the peppermint is. If you like really, really minty chapstick, you can add a couple more drops. If you want it less strong, you can always do less. It's kind of up to you. Play around with it and see how strong you like it. So 10 is a good place to start. I like it a little bit more minty, so I'm going to do 12. Just give it a good mix. And then we're ready to pour it into our little 2 little containers. And again, if you don't have a syringe, that's totally fine. You can just use a spoon. This is just a little less messy. And I got these off Amazon. They're pretty cheap. And you can get the chapstick tube variety also on Amazon. And for best results for the chapstick, you want to let it set at least 12 hours before you use it. So you do it in the evening, just let it sit overnight. Oops. And then, so I usually just leave them out on my kitchen counter, it's fine. And then when they're all done, they should come out, kind of look like that when they're done. And if you are ever making, kind of a side note, chapsticks that don't have this cocoa powder in and they aren't the chocolate kind, you can color your chapsticks with like a little sliver of lipstick if you want, and if you don't want it to be the plain white. So anyways, I hope this was informative. There you go. And you guys have a great Christmas season. Thanks.